Tao miếng giòn tao không làm, không biết nữa. Cái mặt tao đẹp vậy không quay cái tô qua mày.
Okay, so I got a little worried. I went to the first spot, location address, and I got there and it just clearly was destroyed. There's no building there, but there was a sign. I found their new location. We got in here, they're doing the Bông Thịt Nung, and it just looks so good. They're just cranking it out. They're busy right now. It is lunchtime, so I got here during rush hour, but wow, I just love this atmosphere. A little higher pace than I've had in Vietnam so far, and oh, it is already here. I ordered like a minute ago and it looks wow. Guys, this is so aromatic. Just right away you can smell all the herbs and spices coming off of this. Not to mention the Vietnamese hospitality. Gave me the grape soda on them. It's so nice of them, so nice here. Let me get this great footage and now they're gonna serve me this delicious food. Oh, there we go. Just gonna start mixing this in. Look at all the herbs at the bottom. They got the cucumber, got the lettuce. There's a lot of green down at the bottom that I didn't see before. I'm just gonna try to get this mixed in, get all those flavors in here. I think I'm gonna go ahead and start adding some of this though. I think this is gonna be so good. I think you could dip it, but I'm just gonna add it. And I definitely wanna get a big scoop of chilies and just keep adding these big scoops of chili. They told me it's very, very hot. And look, they just brought me over a fresh thing of more spring rolls and more meat. Look at this Vietnamese hospitality. They're so nice here. But yeah, I'm just gonna keep working this and keep getting it stirred in. Okay, I got everything stirred in, but now since I got this extra plate right here, I just gotta try out a piece of this. So I'm just gonna head and grab a piece of this spring roll. Oh, that's so good. It's crispy, but that rice wrapper is so thin, so it doesn't really hold on to much grease at all. You just get an intense crunch, and then it's just stuffed with meat. That is a really good deep fried spring roll. I'd even dip it in the sauce. Look at the juices. Look at the juices coming from this thing. This is crazy. This is juicy. It's so juicy. Oh, it is just teriyaki pork, intense, bursting, juicy meat. You get the perfect amount of fat that gives you the charredness on it, so you get those little bits of chard, but then the meat is just tender. You get a ton of the soy sauce, like teriyaki sweetness with it. Wow, that is perfection on the skewered pork. Ooh. But now I think it's time for a big old scoop of noodles, so I'm gonna get a beautiful pull here and go for it. So light, so refreshing, pure, no really chewiness to them, just tender, so good. They held on to all that sauce I put on there, and those chilies, all the herbs, cooling herbs that work with it, the fresh lettuce, and then just like I said, there's a ton of meat in here, deep fried, sweet goodness. The perfect contrast, just like you'd expect from any Vietnamese meal, but they're doing it extraordinarily well here. They're sweet, oily, deep fried spring roll, meaty. Get much better than that. I think this just needs one more thing to combat all that sweetness and meatiness. Just a few more scoops of chilies, just to up the heat component today. Just keep tossing, keep going, keep adding sauce, and get every single strand of this vermicelli noodle mixed in. All those chilies, all that sauce, all the pork fat drippings, and it's just a beautiful marriage. Dang, this looks good. That is the money bite. Fried spring roll, fresh vermicelli noodles with those herbs, but then all that sauce, all that chili, and get a big old piece of skewered pork as well. We just had that chard, that crispy charness. That made this dish a little heavy, a little sweet. It started out very fresh, very light, but man, you just keep adding all these meat, all these fried spring rolls, all these sauces you get, and you can really kind of make it a little bit heavier and just make it so satisfying for a big hearty meal. Absolutely stuffed, but I think it's time to get on and try to wash some of this off. Oh. Y'all, I cannot tell you how friendly that place was. So far, my favorite place for hospitality has been there. Go check it out. Go see them, please. They're just, wow, you know, really working from the bottom of their hearts. That's the places you want to go. Places that are cooking and doing business from love, and that is them. Please, I cannot tell you how happy I am that I went there. Wow. I feel like a lot of these markets were just not made for tall people. Oh man, you just get inside here and there's so many restaurants, so many people cooking fresh foods. It's just the aroma is amazing. You get all those grilled meats. I tell y'all what, the food that is available on the street side is so impressive. You just see these little portable carts, just always got some type of food ready to go. Somebody just comes up on their motorbike, places an order, grabs it and go. Talk about fast food, but fresh, delicious, Vietnamese flavors. It's so neat. I mean, you just find things all over. You just look down a back alley and you never know what amazing food you're gonna be able to find. Somebody sitting there doing their specialty, maybe only for just a couple hours in a day or until they sell out. You gotta always be on the look and search here in Vietnam. Actually, take that back. You don't have to look at all. The great food is gonna come to you. Finally on the street where this restaurant is, and as you can tell there's not much space to walk. You just got to really kind of keep weaving in and out, try not to get hit, always on alert, really got to stay in a high octane here. This place is doing bun bo hue, and I tell you what, it looks like a feast. Look how cool it is though. It comes in a clear glass bowl, so you can look in there and just see all those delicious ingredients just floating around everywhere. And what I did is I went ahead and just got the specialty to everything. I cannot wait to dig in this bowl and just see what all kind of options they've thrown in here. Look at all the meats that are loaded into this thing. So before I add anything, you know, I definitely just want to pay my respects. Gotta pay the respects and just try this broth by itself. Okay, that is a good start. It is sweet. It's got that sweet beefiness like a pho, but it does have just a little bit of kick, but not near enough. So definitely gonna add lots of chilies, lots of fish sauce, and all these greens, and just get after this. Oh my gosh, this bowl is overflowing with ingredients right now. Oh, I got a huge chunk of meat. They're just meaty, fall apart. Almost reminds me of like some type of roast meat. So something you would roast, adds a ton of spices thrown into it. Get a really great meaty flavor to it. It's taking in all those flavors. And then I got a huge chunk of that fat as well. Oh, it just melted in my mouth. So I got that melty, fatty pork with just like that stewed meat. All right, I want to dig this out right here. I've been too intrigued by it. Like I said, it is like a pork salami almost. And you can see it's got the peppercorns and all that. I'm just gonna grab the chunk and go for it. Ooh, I hit a big old chunk of peppercorn. That black peppercorn just boom, burst and hit me hard. It's good. It's kind of chewy, not really creamy at all. Nice pork flavor, very mild, but I really like that pork pot a lot better when I do that. Now I'm digging out, just dug out the mystery meat. Looking at it, it's just like this rectangle. It looks like something they've kind of maybe cooked and reformed again or something. I'm really not 100% sure, but let's bite into it, see what it is. I don't know. I still don't know what it is. but it's got a nice little mild porkiness flavor to it. So I'm going to guess it's more of like a cheek, or maybe something where they're just taking a lot, ground it, and reformed it together. It's good, but nothing's comparing to that pork hog, man. Just look at the juices just running out of this thing. This is crazy. I don't even know, it's like so saturated with all this broth. So I'm gonna give it one little last dunk. Oh yeah. That marbling, melty, with that beef, intense flavor, coming off a lot of spices from that broth, a little bit of sweetness, very, very meaty, got a nice chew to it, so you can just sit there and chew, and all those juices just explode with each bite you take. And we are still going with add-ins on this dish. I got one more little thing, which looks like a spice-filled pork meatball. Super good. But I'm telling y'all, the winner for me is this big bad boy right here, this pork hog. Those peppers are hot. Oh my gosh. I'm dripping now. That was so good. Oh, that's what you want to do. Just load the chilies and peppers in there. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, she just gave me a fresh thing of hot broth. They were afraid it was getting cold for me, so they brought me out a fresh bowl. This Vietnamese hospitality, man, I'm telling you, it is just unreal. So for me, my favorite, just keep tearing these veg off, throwing it in there, the herbs, the lettuce, the banana leaves, everything they've given you, just throw it in there, let it soak in all that broth flavor, and then go for it and take a bite. It's crunchy, holds in every bit of those flavors. I gotta keep getting after this, y'all. I just need a little bit of peace and quiet, a little privacy with this meal. This is just gotta love every bite. Take every bite for how delicious it truly is, and just enjoy it. Ooh, wow, that was amazing. They were awesome, but I've got another spot that I just really wanted to hit. It's gonna be a lot like that bun biao you saw yesterday on the street, where I had those rice cakes and all those amazing toppings. I mean, just a plethora of ingredients going on top of it. But instead of the rice cakes, they're gonna make like a rice tapioca little crepe and roll it up, and you're gonna dip it in like a sweet fish sauce. It's too good not to try. It's like a 5-minute walk from where we just ate, so I gotta head there and try this out. Oh no, we got another spot that's already moved. I'm about to type in the address and see how close it is. Okay, I just got word. It's not moved, it's closed. So, I guess it's time to grab some coffee and kind of think about what I should do next. So, I'm just gonna walk into a little coffee shop and slow down, because it looks like the bottom's about to drop out anyways. So I just found somebody who speaks English. They told me they're gonna be closed down while I'm here. It is what it is. I'm just glad I found this cafe. It is neat. Got a little complimentary tea and just got a little iced coffee to cool me down, give me some caffeine. Just gonna sit here and relax because the bottom dropped out. Just watch the bikes go by, watch it rain, enjoy this afternoon, let that food digest, and then figure out where I wanna go from here. Okay, so I'm at the restaurant for Ba Lo La. Okay, it's kind of hard to pronounce. I don't have a local to correct me or help me out, but I'm trying the best I can. Anyways, what they are is this ground meat, and what they do is they wrap it in this betel leaf, and the betel leaf kind of is part of the family, has pepper and kava in it, so it's going to give it a nice peppery flavor to it, because what they do is they put it over a hot fire just for a couple minutes to give it a nice charcoal flavor, so you're going to get that peppery charcoal flavor, grilled meat. Oh, just sorry, sounds delicious. They are going to top it with, again, with the crushed peanuts, and then like an oily scallion mixture. And they give you a sauce to dip it in, but I have some rice roll wrappers, a ton of lettuce, ton of herbs, pickled veg, more noodles. I guess you wrap them, roll them. I'm not too sure. I'm gonna have to ask for some help with this. Okay, so I got somebody helping me here. They're gonna show me how to do it. So take the rice wrapper, take some lettuce, and then take a few herbs. Gonna pinch these off right here. Pile them on. Little pickled veg here. Put it on. Wow, this is gonna be humongous. A little noodle. Then you take that meat, wrap in that betel leaf, put it on there. Oh man, this is humongous. I don't know how she's gonna roll this. Oh, so skilled. Oh my gosh. Oh, you just roll it up. Wow, thank you so much. And here it is. I don't know how she did it, but she got everything wrapped and rolled in here. Oh, so now I got the sauce to dip it in. I'm just gonna go for it. This almost looks like a verde salsa. It's green and it's thick, it's chunky, got a ton of add-ins. Oh, look at the juices just running from this. One last final dump. Those are amazing. So much pepper, so much grilled meat juices. I love the addition of that. You get the peanuts for the crunch, you get that oily scallions, but the pepper from the betel leaf, that is so good. It adds just another layer of flavor. And this sauce, super sweet. No really like fish saucy flavor, but you do, it's just like a super sweet, like tomatoey onion dipping sauce. Oh yeah. I'm gonna try to make some now. You get 5 of those betel wrapped leaf meat little sticks. So I'm gonna go ahead and get 4 more to make. I'm gonna try. Now, I'm not very good with rice rolls, but I do have burrito wrapping skills. So hopefully that will translate to this. We'll see how I do. Alright people of Vietnam, how'd I do? How beautiful does it look? Did the best I could, just exploding with that greenery out here. Got all types of add-ins on this thing. Oh yeah, look at those juices. Wow. I mean, just so crunchy, so refreshing, meaty, peppery, and super sweet. Fruity. Can you see those chunks? That's from the salsa. There's just chunks of fresh ingredients in the salsa. Everything's so fresh, so good, and just a pure addicting. I didn't realize it, but I am an addict to this Vietnamese food. Ooh. Ouch. Now where'd I go?
Oh! Very good.
Thank you. I'm not sure I'm not back home. They got a pet pig. The only thing that makes it not a pig from back home is that pig was eating rice. They got a pet pig that's eating rice. What? It's like real life Frogger. Jeez. So I just crossed over the train track and now I'm just kind of walking down this alley and it's like beautiful in its own little way. It's kind of, you know, run down, but there's just a lot of plantation growing. There's a lot of people enjoying, taking it easy. You got a few side stalls as always in Vietnam. There's food everywhere. But I'm gonna cross over a body of water and then I'm gonna head to the last spot. It'll just be another like 10-minute walk. Not far at all, just enjoying this peaceful walk. It's been crazy. I went down a main street for a while and whew, that was a long walk, but now I'm just slowing down, enjoying it, and enjoying all the greenery. It's kind of more of like a rundown area, but it's beautiful in its own little way. Just a truly treat to walk and be able to experience it. Oh man, she's just working this grill like a pro. She's got her smoke mask on. You can tell she's got years and years of experience just grilling these chops up to perfection. Throw them over and they're just cranking these through. If people order this over and over and over again. Oh. Yes. Oh, outside, beautiful day, overcast, not too hot, perfect weather, perfect meal to finish this day of eating off. I don't even know what all we got here. Got like a sweet fish sauce right here to dip everything in. Got more of that daikon, and then carrot, pickled, cucumber to go along as well. Got the perfect, the perfect fried egg underneath it. Look at that pork chop. Look at these juices. Oh my gosh, that looks amazing. Still got the bone in it. So that means this meat's just gonna hold on to so much more of those juices. I found like all the meat that you cook with the bone, it just holds on to so much more juices. And then underneath it, oh yeah, I got the broken rice, probably sopping up all that flavor. And then look, got little shreds of meat right here. And then I don't know what this is. I don't know what these little strings are. We'll have to try that out, figure that out what it is. Oh, and look right here. Got like a layered rice casserole almost. This looks just like a casserole. You can see the strands of rice running through it. This is a combination platter right here. A great way to feast. That pork chop, like I knew it was good, but I didn't know it could be that good. I'm talking meaty, but the pork flavor is actually not dominant flavor. It is honey sweetness, greasy, fatty pork that gives you the flavor there. I got pure runny egg yolk, and then that rice just sopped up all those flavors. I still don't even know what those strands are because there were too many flavors coming from everything else. That pickled veg is so refreshing. Nice sour, not too sweet. Still got a crunch to it. Perfect, like I said, pork chop, egg, and the rice soaking all that grease as well. It makes it very heavy, so you really need this pickled veg to pull back. I want to try this like casserole out though. That's like an egg, rice, and pork flavored casserole. I almost don't think I've really got much pork meat in it, but it's got a huge, intense pork flavor. Not greasy at all, not heavy. It's just an egg rice casserole with pork flavor. Pretty good. I really don't know why it's a side dish for this because I already have so much eggy meat rice going on, but I'll take it. I gotta go hands in because this is just sweet, sweet pork chop heaven. Just mix, match, get everything together. This rice, there's not a plain piece of rice left on this plate. Between that egg yolk, that greasy pork chop, and everything else they've got going on, it's all soaked in and taken on that flavor of this meal. The only downside I've got to this restaurant is there's no like chilies anywhere. I think heat is the only thing missing from this meal, but understand it's something more if you want really fatty, greasy, sweet, meatiness, and this is the perfect meal. No real heat component to it at all, which is kind of sad because I really think it can help overall develop it. But in the main, it is heavy and it was good, and trust me, I'm not complaining. I'm just saying they could use some chilies. Every grilled meat they have that they're throwing out that I've seen come by my way just looks cooked to perfection. I mean, she's a Jedi. She's a meat grilling Jedi. That caramelization of the sugars with that grilled pork chop and then that charcoal, that is just magic. I mean, those three things, that's all you need in life. I lost track of where I was. I had a family sit down next to me. It was from the US, and we just started talking and bonding. It was just so great to be able to share a meal with them, but so glad I got to slow down, walk up and down the back alleys, and then try even more places the locals love. But I will catch you at the next video. It's a Max with My Kind of Eats. And I always told you we gotta finish videos with dessert, but my dessert of choice in Vietnam, Vietnamese coffee with that sweet condensed milk. Oh. It's sweet enough for dessert, but you get that kick of coffee, baby.